Antarctica is a beauty, perhaps one of the world's most desolate areas. Since the 19th century, this seemingly infinite ice terrain has drawn adventurers, researchers, and discoverers willing to go to any length to see the cold Antarctic for themselves. However, the land and marine areas surrounding the South Pole are frequently brought into focus when it comes to a completely different topic: the thrilling secrets that lay hidden in the eternal ice. If you want to investigate the mysteries surrounding Antarctica, you are at the correct spot. Let's get started. At number 1, we have the Giant Hole. In 2017, Antarctica experienced the opening of a hole the size of Ireland. This type of hole, known as a polynya, has been recorded before, but this one is the largest one seen since the 1970s and the first one to open in 40 years. The polynya in the Weddell Sea of the Southern Ocean was produced because the deeper water was warmer and saltier than the surface. Ocean currents drive the warm water upward, melting the surface ice. The water dips as it makes contact with the cooler surface water, only to be forced back up as it is reheated. Polynyas have been a mystery to scientists. However, it is thought that marine mammals may use them as breathing holes. The consequences of these enormous peculiar holes are currently being studied. Coming up next is Mount Erebus. Several volcanoes may be found in Antarctica despite the icy climate. Ross Island is home to 4 volcanoes, all of which are dormant, with the exception of Mount Erebus, whose volcanic activity has intensified over the past 30 years. The 1.3 million years it takes to boil the magma in the ancient lava lakes of Mount Erebus makes it a truly incredible natural wonder. At 3,800 meters, it is the tallest mountain in Antarctica and the southernmost active volcano in the globe. Mount Erebus is too far away and has too much risky weather for frequent visits from scientists, but in 2013, a team of scientists succeeded in ascending the volcano. The peak was reached after a strenuous ascent over snow, boulders, and glaciers. There, they discovered life thriving in the volcano's intense heat. In addition, they found several ice caves with living microorganisms in the soil, and it is thought that these extreme animals are among the rarest in the world. Moving forward, ancient meteorites. A meteorite hunter's paradise, Antarctica is a treasure trove of space rocks. While meteorites can fall anywhere on Earth, the icy continent's dry climate makes it ideal for stumbling onto these rocky relics. Since very few rocks actually grow naturally on Antarctic ice sheets, the dark meteorites stand out more against the otherwise white background of the ice. Because the huge ice sheet in the East Antarctic has remained motionless for such an extended period, meteorite discoveries there are exceptionally fertile. Because of this, the older ice and massive meteorite concentrations are exposed. Since 1976, scientists have gathered more than 20,000 meteorite samples from space. The largest meteorite to be found in East Antarctica in the previous 25 years was discovered in 2013 by a team of Japanese and Belgian scientists. The weight of the rock from another planet was an astonishing 18 kilos. In the course of their 40-day hunt, the team located 425 meteorites weighing a total of 75 kg. An asteroid Vesta fragment and a Martian meteorite were among the finds. Up next we have Antarctic fungi. Numerous microbes and extremophiles, including a fungus species unique to Antarctica, have been discovered there. Fungi prefer humid, wooded climates, but this Antarctic variety has adapted to the icy tundra by consuming the wooden structures left behind by the first explorers centuries ago. A new species of fungus has been found feeding on petroleum seeping from gasoline canisters abandoned by explorers. To determine if the fungus can be utilized to clean up larger oil spills around the world, scientists are investigating these interesting animals. Next on our list is ancient fossils and rainforests. Antarctica is a very old continent that, through many millions of years, has changed immensely. Antarctica was formerly a balmy place with rainforests and possibly even civilizations before it became a frozen desert after the Ice Age. Fossilized wood, evidence of tropical trees, and preserved leaf impressions support the idea that there were once extensive rainforests in Antarctica. Marine mammal fossils, bird fossils, and dinosaur fossils from the Cretaceous period have also been discovered in large numbers. They found microscopic single-celled fossils that have caused a lot of dispute among experts, as well as the fossilized forewings of a beetle species that existed between 14 and 20 million years ago in a warmer climate. An astounding discovery that scientists are hoping may yield fresh evolutionary insights is the discovery of sperm cells in the egg case of a worm species that went extinct 50 million years ago. Moving forward, the underground lakes. Scientists have uncovered several underground lakes in Antarctica, which seems impossible given the sheer thickness of the ice covering the continent. Radar surveys began uncovering these lakes in the 1970s, and scientists now believe that there are 400 lakes hidden beneath 3 kilometers of ice in the locations that have been probed so far. The lakes are said to have developed when Antarctica broke away from the ancient supercontinent Gondwanaland. The weight of the ice sheets prevents freezing in the lakes. Lake Vostok, found by Russian geologists in the 1990s, is the largest subglacial lake in Antarctica. This lake, which is 3.5 kilometers below the ice, is the third largest lake in the world by volume. Now, scientists have bored deep holes in the ice to get a sample of the lake's water. That sample indicates the water temperature is roughly -3 degrees Celsius, despite having been frozen for nearly 20 million years. Significant progress was made in 2014 when scientists discovered a thriving ecosystem of microbes in Lake Whillans, over a kilometer below the ice. Amazingly, despite having grown on a diet of methane and ammonium for millions of years, these animals are still thriving. Next on the list is unusual animals. Antarctica is a cold, windy, and dry place. The coldest temperature ever recorded was -89.4 degrees Celsius. Still, it is also home to a wide variety of animal species. Once assumed to be uninhabitable due to the extreme cold, scientists have discovered a number of bizarre creatures that have learned to thrive in icy conditions. There are tiny organisms, crabs the size of dinner plates, massive squid, giant spiders with legs the length of a person, and worms the size of people with golden bristles and huge pointy jaws. Even transparent ice fish exist. The skin of these bizarre organisms is so transparent that you can see right through to their interior organs. Antifreeze glycoproteins mean these fish need cold water to survive, and blood is colorless because they lack hemoglobin, a protein. Moving forward with falls of blood. Yeah, you heard that right. Well, Taylor Glacier in McMurdo Dry Valley, Antarctica, produces a vibrant red 5-story cascade that empties into Lake Bonny. It may look like blood spurting from a cut in the ice, but researchers have now figured out what's causing it. Once a saline lake, the water that supplies blood falls is now sealed off from the atmosphere by a thick layer of glaciers. The water is 3 times as salty as seawater and will not freeze because it has been stored 400 meters below ground. The salt water is not only very iron-rich, but also totally devoid of oxygen and sunlight. Water containing iron oxidizes and rusts as it seeps through the crack in the glacier and comes into touch with the air. Only by helicopter or cruise ship can you get to this strange spot in the Ross Sea. Last but not least, we have singing ice. Well, it seems that a huge Antarctic iceberg is singing. If you want to see Antarctica's biggest ice shelf, head to Ross Ice Shelf. It stretches across a region of about 500,000 square kilometers, which is roughly the size of France and is several hundred meters thick. Winds flowing across the Ross Ice Shelf's snow dunes have lately been discovered to produce a haunting song, which has spooked scientists. Vibrations and near-constant seismic tones can be felt on the surface as a result of the winds. Unfortunately, human ears can't pick up these vibrations, so scientists must employ seismic sensors to listen to sad music. After seismic sensors were placed on the ice shelf to study other phenomena, scientists accidentally stumbled onto the song. As time passed, researchers have learned that the song adapts to weather and climate changes, such as when the snow melts or is moved by storms. Currently, they are employing the song as a technique to track the ice shelf's resilience and potential for collapse through seismic humming. That's all for today's video. If you want to see more such videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.